Hi, Anthony here from West Coast Custom Concrete. This will be part two of a job I did in Los Angeles. I previously stamped the driveway and posted that was the last video. This is going to be a couple stairs and an entryway. We got to lay it out here. Here I am with Javier. The way it was before, it had three stairs on there, but the distance that from that end of that railroad tie to the sidewalk, it didn't lay out right with three stairs. You couldn't get enough fall, so we're going to change the configuration they had on the stairs and put two longer landings in there. And then we could get 2% of fall for the water because the water sat on the previous stairs. I saw it myself. So we switched it up a little bit. And then we're going to put a planter on each side of the steps. And we're going to stagger them. It'll be a colored concrete pewter. It's like a light gray. It's going to match the driveway and the ribbons we put around it. Here's Javier getting the elevations, which way we're going to drain it off. It's going to have the same configuration and ribbon or band, whatever you want to call it, around the stairs and the entryway, same as the driveway. And we're stamping it with old granite. And it's pewter. When I order the colored concrete, I just order it from the plant, and I use microfibers in it, and they use liquid color in it. You don't use powder or none of that. They have liquid now. It's the most awesome product. So it goes in liquefied. When it spins in the drum for 3 minutes, it's all the way fluid all the way through the mix. Here's the stairs. We're trying to lay them out, or Javier did lay them out. It's Milton setting it up. We're going to put some rebar number 3 in it. And these are some lights we're putting in. We're going to run a electrical up and stub it in through the garage, drill a hole and put it in there on a timer. And we put sprinklers, drip sprinklers up each side to the planter, but nothing else sprayed, just bubble drip. You'll see the end of this job, how awesome this came out with the lights. I got a picture at night with the lights on and everything. We put 2 in each step. And we're spraying diesel on the forms when we strip it because this all has to be stripped in face. This is the day of the pour here. Here's my Olin 545. It's about 7 yards, I think. It was 7 or 8 yards. I'm just going to double up the reducers again because I don't want to deal with the 2.5-inch hose in my job with the reducer on it. I can just pull these two inches out, no problem by myself, and it won't shake up and down on the forms and loosen them up when it's surging on it a little bit. You can run this 2-inch right off of it, and I'll turn the pump down a little bit where there's no surge on the line so it doesn't loosen the steps. See, there's a planter on each side. Getting ready here. There's the driveway from the last video that I stamped. So this will be a 3000 straight cement, color pewter, liquid color, and microfibers. That's the mix I ordered for this. A little cold in the morning. Still nice though. So that's all 2-inch. Otherwise I'd have a big fat 2.5 in the grade with a reducer on the end you'd have to pull out. So we're just going to prime this and shoot the water in a wheelbarrow, and I'll dump it back in my pump when I'm washing out. We don't need any plastic or nothing. We're not going to get nothing, no spray or nothing on the stack stone or nothing. This whole job just came out probably a 10 out of 10. Yeah, that color is pewter. Everyone on the job asked me that was finishing, what color is this? You're just pumping this slow. You can't really knock this out too fast. There I am pumping it. Javier's getting the grade off the house, and they can rod straight back or screed it. You got to get about a 1 foot or 2 foot wet screed off the perimeters, and then you can come straight down the middle, straight out. They got the water flowing that way, so they're going to screed it over that way, and then he's going to catch this because it's coming down just past that planter, the way it falls and breaks. The stairs are about 2%, which with push and fall, water will come right off them onto the sidewalk. I got 4 guys on this just simply for the detail and the how much hand tooling, and you got to strip the forms and face it today because it's all exposed, the sides, the front. Plus I have the lights in, so I'll come back the next day and throw the covers on and the lights in it. I just blocked it off with wood, so no concrete will get in it in the electrical box. All done pumping now, just washing out. Pump about 90 gallons into it, and everything's clean. Unhook it, put it all away. Here's my old buddy Ron. He actually welded on one of my pumps about 10 years ago. I haven't seen the guy in a decade. Chuck sent him out. Chuck was on vacation, so he sent him, and I knew him. He's out of Orange County too. I'm in LA on this, but I think they loaded down this way. Here's just putting the system away here. We're done pumping wise. It's got to hang out and watch it be done. We laid the joints the same as the driveway. We just matched the pattern of it on it, so it's all. This job looks super good. When I seal the whole thing in about 2 more weeks or 10 days or something, when I go over there, you'll be able to really see the whole job of how talented we are at this. I mean, this stamping is. I mean, I stamped a Disney walk. That's how good I am at it at Disneyland. So this here is like a picnic. It's about 8 yards. It's a lot of hand tooling, a lot of joining, but it's not a big deal. Hard to film with the angle. Just edging it here. The joints are all laid out and marked. We're just going to start tooling them in a while after it starts tightening up a little bit more. We'll cut the first tracks. Skate it a couple times and then we'll start troweling it. Here we go. We're sealing it up with a Fresno here. So once we get it sealed up and we start stamping it, we cut the joints, we're going to have to pull these forms and face the front of these stairs on the side, which means shaping them up and make them look good because they're exposed. Here's Javier. He's starting to cut them now. Then throw a walk behind in it and clean it out even better. See, it's the same pattern. It's like a 1 foot ribbon or band around the perimeter and through the middle and where the joints would go, and in the center stamped. There's Felipe throwing a funny trowel. You can funny trowel a lot of it and lay it down and shape it up and then get out there on it. Saves you a pass. You still got to skate it twice, maybe 3 times. I see guys on here that don't even know how to cut joints. They saw cut. Saw cuts for somebody who doesn't know how to cut joints, and it's more commercial. Very rarely do you cut saw cut on residential. You hand tool them. It makes it look so much better and more uniformed. Like I said, saw cutting's commercial. I saw cut diamonds, 3 or 4 foot diamonds, if they want to stamp it or top cast it and put diamonds in it, pattern. But I'm not going to saw cut this. It's going to make it look hokey and commercial. This is residential I'm doing here. There's a release Schofield. I showed on the last video. It's a really good release. Here we go. We're starting to stamp it now. It's old granite. You can see the patterns in sequence if you saw the driveway video. It's laid out exactly the same. Felipe pounding it in. You only get one guy out there, so it's not too hard to do that by yourself. Just touching these bands up and facing the front. I got a picture at night with the lights on and the plants planted in the planter. And like I said before in the other video, you can't get these bands or ribbons pristine. You have to walk it back out there. There's a final product there. I mean, that's the best in the West. That's the best on YouTube. That's the best anywhere. There's a stamp there. Thank you very much for watching the best in the West.